Shalom from Israel. We are James, Maddie, Izzy, Lucy and Reuben, the Worthington family, living here and working in the land of the Bible.
Why are we here? We're here to build relationships between Christians and Jews in Israel and around the world. We're serving Jewish families and communities here in Jerusalem so that they experience the love and support of Christians the way Jesus first loved and served us.
I volunteer in a full-time role at Bridges for Peace International Headquarters in Jerusalem. I fulfill one of the critical behind-the-scenes roles that is hugely important to the daily operation and future planning and organising of this operation. It includes things like volunteer recruitment, accommodation management, internal process improvement, a lot of administration, amongst other things. You can think of Bridges for Peace as building two bridges simultaneously. The first is practical acts of love and kindness to Jewish families and communities here in Israel. The second is informing and educating the Christian church about Israel and the Jews' special place in the current and coming times.
I'm here firstly as supportive wife to James and full-time mum to our three little ones. I've definitely found that having young ones here has been an awesome catalyst to building relationships with families in our neighbourhood. I get heaps of opportunities in day-to-day life to be a friendly and kind person to people that stop and ask me about my kids and what brought us here. Jewish women that I've spoken to, at the playground and stuff, have been amazed and really moved that we're here and that we're Christians and that we're living here. We moved here to serve them and show God's love in real and practical ways.
Our calling. I remember before I was married saying out loud to God, "Here am I, send me." I can't say how many times I may have failed or succeeded to act on God prompting me into action following this. I know when He told me to take an application form for Bridges for Peace in Israel, I left it and walked away. The thought of that application was placed heavily in my mind for the next 3 weeks until I finally submitted. I tracked it down, made some phone calls, filled it in, sent it away, and one thing to another, here we are.
I didn't have any interest initially. I'd never really thought about Israel. And when James brought the application form home and said he felt led to apply, I prayed and I said to God, "Lord, if this is something that you want us to do, somewhere you want us to go, then give me a heart for Israel too." And here's a little warning. You know that phrase, once you pop, you can't stop? Well, seriously, once I started praying about Israel and reading about Israel, I just couldn't get enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never thought about Israel as being a foundational part of our faith, something to be at the very least aware of and praying about, then I just encourage you, get reading about Israel, get praying for Israel, and get excited.
Genesis 12:3. I will bless those who bless you, and will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. The Hebrew word for bless in this passage is barak. It means to do or give something of value to someone else. It refers to a special favour, mercy or benefit. A gift bestowed by God. It means to infuse something with holiness or divine purpose. It is the root of the word barak, which means to kneel. This points to the association between humbling oneself before God and then receiving mercy, benefit, gifts, holiness, or divine purposes for life. Simply put, God is telling His people that He will draw them to kneel in adoration and humility before Him, so that He can pour out happiness, goodness, and prosperity upon them. And as others honour Him by honouring His people, they too will be brought into the cycle, receiving blessing from Him through His chosen nation. But for those who would treat the Jewish people lightly, must less intentionally, treat them badly, only great evil or loathing could await them. It's interesting to note that in this passage, God calls on others to bless His people, not to bless Him. but the meaning is very clear. Blessing Israel is blessing him. Jesus affirms this himself very clearly in Matthew 25:31-46. Check it out. With the patterns of this world clawing at the mind, every day is a journey of stepping out in faith for us. The exciting, encouraging thing is that while we're stepping out to be a blessing, we are being blessed, definitely blessed in return.
The more we step out, the more we experience God revealed and revealing himself in our daily needs. We've always had the head knowledge that the life God wills for us is that of complete reliance on him. The challenge for all of us is to move that knowledge into action and experience.
We're not here to try and change your mind on anything. We don't have the capacity to do that. We're only here because we believe in someone who can. I have long had a spark for Israel.
And as I look to God, I got it too.
God is fanning this spark into flame, a fierce flame, for the covenant land and the people of Israel.
Church, it's not just our will, but God's will that you partake of this too.
Whatever you feel God speaking to you today, be encouraged and emboldened to take action and experience God move with you as you do.
If you can't get here yourself, feel free to think of us as your Israeli agents. If you have questions, flick through an email. We'd love to hear from you, and would even love to schedule a phone call or Skype. You know, there's just some things that you can't get down in an email. We're passionate about Israel, and we are excited about Israel, and we want to get you guys passionate and excited about Israel too.
Amen. That's all from us for now. May God bless us all as we are led to walk in unity together with him. Le'trod. Goodbye.
Mercy on